As I journey through life, my thoughts wander like a lonely cloud. 1,000 questions race across my mind.
Why is the third hand on a watch called the second hand? Why do the expressions slow up and slow down mean the same thing? Why is the word abbreviation so long? And what goes through the mind of a teenage boy on a typical day? Hang on, what was that last one again? Oh, of course! With the British Grand Prix this weekend, every kid's mind is full of Formula One fever, and their hearts are set on becoming the next Jenson Button.
Now, driving these 600 brake, 200 mile an hour F1 cars may be a pipe dream, but remember, from tiny acorns, oak trees grow. And practically every one of today's Formula One drivers started here at the karting track. Schumacher, Häkkinen, Herbert and even young Button all cut their teeth in these dinky races, working their way up the ladder.
And McLaren, who know a thing or two about decent drivers, have got their hopes up about this young chap, Lewis Hamilton, who's 3 years into a 10-year driver support programme. Lucky bunny.
I started remote control car racing when I was about 4, I think. And my dad decided to buy me a go-kart for Christmas when I was 7. And we entered the kart race when I was 8 years old. And we won our first race, which was really good.
Now you're 15 now, and what do you race today?
I race in a class called Formula A, mainly in Italy, just preparing myself for the World Championship.
How did you get involved in McLaren?
In 1995, I'd won the British Championship, and I was invited to the Autosport Awards, and I met Ron Dennis there. And then the second year, Ron Dennis brought out the McLaren Mercedes Champions of the Future series, and I entered that and won it my first year, and I won it the second year. I think Ron had a pretty good idea of how good I was, and decided to bring me on board.
So what are your feelings about Lewis doing so well?
Well, I'm obviously quite proud and quite impressed as well, because, you know, what started out as a family fun weekend has turned into a future career, hopefully, for Lewis.
And what do you have to do for McLaren, and what are they doing for you?
Basically, they provide all the financial assistance and technical support that Lewis needs to see his career through from karting to Formula One.
Forget F1, how's Lewis against VBH1? We're racing these 100cc karts which have a top speed of about 80 and can hit 60 in well under 5 seconds. You won't find these machines in a fairground because they're the business. And when it came to the first corner, I just barged my way through. The quickest way around the track is to use the invisible racing line. You must go wide on the entry and exit of corners, but cut the apex as close as possible. But when there's more than just one of you on the circuit, the racing line becomes fiercely fought for. How did he get in front? Suspension is non-existent. There's no clutch either, just an accelerator and a brake under your left foot. The very short wheelbase gives excellent agility, and the high-revving single-cylinder engine rockets you forwards. Lewis must have a bigger rocket. Right, I'll teach him to respect his elders. A quick shimmy up his inside will do the trick. Marvellous. Racing these 100cc karts really teaches you the skills needed to progress, eventually, into Formula One. And Lewis certainly is on the right track. Straight past me, but he deserved to win our race. Just. Well, if that's given you a taste for racing, then may I suggest you trot down to your local kart centre and have a go yourself. You'll love it. As for you, Lewis, I think that was a fluke. Are you up for a real F1 challenge? Red light. Green light. Go!